Most useful Jeep Gladiator interior mod ever. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Rob Motive JT. Today I wanted to talk about the most useful Jeep Gladiator interior mod ever. You know, I added a video recently about the best looking Jeep Gladiator mod ever added, and that of course was the wheels and the tires. But you know, you don't really use them. I mean, you use them when you're driving around. It's not like you can drive around without them, but functionally, I mean, you don't physically use them. You know what I'm talking about. So let's take a look inside the Jeep Gladiator. We'll start in the back. You know, there's nothing really added in there. Some grab handles, you know, those are useful, but there's some paint on the floor mats there. You know, that's useful. There's some toilet paper there. You know, that can be useful depending on, you know, where you're at. And on the front, same kind of thing. We've got some grab handles up there. Got some paint on the floor mats and on the door sill protector, and, you know, stuff like that. But those obviously are not the most useful mods ever. The most useful is over here on this side. Actually, it's in the center, and it is, of course, the phone mount. You can see right up there. Now, why is this useful? Well, you can see it, it's right there. Well, really, because we all have cell phones these days, right? I mean, who doesn't have one? And what do you do with it when you get in your car? Do you leave it in your pocket? Do you throw it down in the center console area somewhere? Maybe you lay it on the seat and then it ends up laying down there somewhere, or even worse, falls down in between the seats and you have to dig for it while you're driving around. I know it happens because I used to do that. Now, I've had phone mounts before. I've had the kind that kind of stick on the windshield, and those, until this, were the best that I'd ever found. You know, there's a ton of different ones out there. It's amazing to me how big the business is of phone mounts for your cars. You ever seen the kind that clip into your vents here? How well do those work? Garbage. What about the ones where you have to drill holes or stick something onto your dash? You know, that to me is like a nightmare. Adhesive stuck to your dash, it gets hot in the sun, and sooner or later, you're gonna need to replace it, take it off, or whatever. And if you can't find the exact same footprint, you're gonna have this nasty stain of adhesive stuck on your dash. No way, man. So what I've got here, and there is an install video up on this. I'll post a link down below if you want to check that out. But what it is, it's a bracket here, if you will. It fits across the opening in the dash. You have to pull out the little plastic or rubber tray holder kind of thing that's in there. And then down below, there are two screws that go into existing screw holes. So you don't even have to drill anything. It's a no drill application. I love that. If you watch any of my channels, you've probably noticed how enthusiastic I am about no drill applications. You know, there's really nothing more daunting than drilling into your brand new truck, car, whatever it is. It's a drag. So this is a no drill application. You go ahead, you fasten this bracket down. It's very easy to do, and you mount your holders whatever type you want, depending upon the device that you're going to put in. I've seen people use these for holding microphones for two-way radios, or the two-way radio itself, I should say, as well as iPads and any other thing that there's a device out there to hold something. You can mount it in here. Now, what I've done, and if you check out my videos, you'll know I kind of fashioned these myself. I mounted a magnet on the front of this holder. I just kind of double taped it on there, and it works really, really well. I've had no problems with it. The magnet doesn't fall off, and it is very, very strong. I would have no problems mounting an iPad or anything like that up there because it is a stout magnet. So how does it hold the phone up? And this is where it depends kind of on what you do with your phone. You know, there are so many cases out there that are kind of like little mini purses. You can put your credit cards in, they fold over, they cover up your phone. you wouldn't want to use one of these or those with my application. You'd want to use just the old kind of standard phone gripping holder, which you can do with this. But what I've done is I've taken a metal plate and it glues or sticks to the back of your phone case. You guys can see it right there. And then obviously it adheres to the magnet on the phone holder, just like that. I mean, how easy is that, right? I would give up one of those little purses, you know, like a lot of people have, to be able to do that. I just put it on, I just take it off. It's very simple to do. And again, it's very sturdy. I have never had my phone fall off of this magnet. It's that strong, and I'm not concerned about it in the least. Again, pretty darn easy to do, right? The other thing about these, and this is probably more personal to me, but if you happen to be maybe an off-roader who likes to film and stuff, you can mount your phone up there and you can film what's ahead of your vehicle. I use it all the time for making videos when I'm out driving around and stuff. It's perfect for that because I can adjust it however I want it for whatever kind of shot I want to get, either out of the front of the truck or facing in here towards me. And then you'll notice I have a second one here. And the reason I have the second one is for different angles for filming because of what I do. You could have a second one there for your significant other, your friends, whatever, if they happen to have a magnet on the back in this case. And they could put their phone up there as well. I don't know how many times my wife has been in this truck, forgot her phone, stuck it somewhere, it's fallen out. Now she doesn't have to worry about it. She can just stick her phone up there and be done with it. Very, very handy, and I think the most useful Jeep Gladiator mod ever. One other thing I do want to mention about this particular setup, again, the bracket that just screws in, I have the same kind of setup in my Toyota Tacoma right up there. But the difference is there are no screws right there in the dash to put that one in. And it is a different kind. It's a different brand, whole different setup. But you have to drill to put that in. Not difficult to do, but again, you're drilling. Anyway, leave a comment, let me know. I would be very curious. What do you do with your cell phone when you're driving around? Do you have one of those wacky holders that work half the time or none of the time? Or do you just throw it down somewhere in here? I'd be curious to know. One other thing I do want to mention real quick, if you don't have navigation in your truck, this works really handy because you can connect it to the radio, stick it up there like that once again, and here is my navigation screen right in front of me. Doesn't get much handier than that. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.